All right, guys, so I'm going to be showing you how you can snipe those entries on a lower time frame, on a 1 minute to 5 minute time frame. And a lot of you guys have been asking for this since the price action on the higher time frames have been pretty much sideways, and some of you want to get in and out of trades. So I'm going to be going through, how I would go about it. And yeah, basic price action, right? So first thing you want to do is remove all drawings and indicators from your chart. You can do that by right clicking and press remove drawings and remove indicators. And you're going to be using two indicators for this. The first one being EzAlgo. Hit the first link in the description below if you'd like to get EzAlgo for yourself. That's going to be the buy sell indicator and the automatic support and resistance levels. That comes from EzAlgo. And then the second indicator is going to be Vumanchu Cipher B. Now, you need these two indicators, right, for the highest probability of the trade going your way. You really need both of these indicators. So if you only have one and not the other, things can get a little bit tricky. Obviously, you don't need Vumanchu Cipher B, but I like to have it for the divergences, and you'll see in just 1 second why. So you're going to come to the 1 hour time frame, and in EzAlgo, you're pretty much going to turn everything off. You're just going to turn everything off, okay? So first thing we're going to do is move to Japanese candles, and we're going to draw our zones. So you're going to grab your rectangle tool, and you're just going to draw out zones that price has respected. So obviously, we have this resistance level up here. As you can see, we have this support zone from back here, right? We have the support zone, and I can keep going down, but if we're going to be scalping, we don't really need all of these zones mapped out. But here are just a couple on my first glance, right? So these are the main zones that I'm going to be looking at. I also see another zone right around here, okay? And if I go back, I'm pretty sure this one went all the way back over here. So this is another zone that price has been respecting for quite some time if you draw this zone back. So I'm definitely expecting a reaction from around these levels. Next thing we're going to do is get the Fibonacci retracement tool out, and I'll show you my inputs in 1 second. As you can see, we have a golden pocket right in between our two zones. So that tells me this is a great opportunity to take a long at around these levels. So just keep in mind of where these Fibonacci retracement levels are. We know that there's a golden pocket right around here in between these two zones, and there's a 0.5 right around here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now that we have our levels marked out is we're going to turn on EzAlgo, right? We're going to turn on EzAlgo SR1, which are the support and resistance levels of whatever time frame we're using, so the 1 hour time frame, and we're going to make these dotted lines. Okay, I like the dotted lines, just makes it a little bit more clear. So we have our levels marked out, and these are the zones that we're going to be trading off of. As you can see, we have a resistance right here. This would probably be a good time to go short at this resistance level. Okay, so that would be a short idea. But I'm just going to go back a little bit and show you guys some of the trades that you'd be taking on a lower time frame. Now that you have your zones marked out, you see, first of all, most of our zones that we created by hand are actually EzAlgo support and resistance levels. So as you can see, we have these two levels up here, which is our zone, and we have these two levels down here, which is our support zone at the bottom. So now that we know that those levels are there to stay, we can remove the rectangles, and now we have a pretty clear idea. We also have some zones right here, and I'm sure if I went down to the 15-minute time frame, these would also be, support levels down here. But like I said, we're still in the 1 hour for now. And now that we know that there's a Fibonacci golden pocket right here, we're going to get rid of this too. So we're just using that as a general idea of where some of our levels are that we could see price respect, right? And you can see right off the bat that at this support zone that we marked out at around 23.7K, around there, price had rejected once, twice, came down a little bit this time, 3 times and 4 times. So once you see that price is moving back down into the support zone, what you're going to do is go to the 5-minute time frame. All right, you're going to go to the 5-minute time frame, and what do you know? We also have an EzAlgo support level on the 5-minute time frame. That is when you know that that's going to be a good trade to take. When you see that on a lower time frame, you have these EzAlgo support and resistance levels right on top of the zone that you manually drew out on a higher time frame. That is a ton of confluence, and you can also turn on support and resistance too at this point. Set it to the 15-minute time frame, and we'll do a solid line for that one, just for extra confluence. And you can see that's also a support zone roughly in this area. So now we have confluence that, okay, we're coming down to a support level. Once you see price enter your zone, what you're going to do is turn on Vumanchu Cipher B. All right, and I haven't even looked at this yet. Okay, I haven't even looked at this trade yet, but I can tell you just based on looking at the chart right now, I'm guessing we have a bullish divergence right here. We will see. We might not, but I can pretty much guarantee. And there it is. All right. What do you know? So we had price making a lower low into this support zone. And on Vumanchu Cipher B, momentum was moving upwards. That's a bullish divergence. So that is when we are going to enter the trade on the 5-minute time frame. You could go down to the 1 minute, but the 5-minute time frame is fine. And on the very next candle, we have an EzAlgo buy signal. Right on the 5-minute. This is how you do it. This is how you use multiple confluences together to enter a trade. So we mapped out our zone on the 1 hour time frame, turned on the EzAlgo support and resistance levels to get a little bit better of an idea, drew a fib level out, and we pretty much came to the conclusion that, okay, if price comes down to this zone, it's rejected in the past from this level, so I'm going to be looking for a long. Then we go down to the 5-minute time frame, see that price has come down to an EzAlgo support level, turn on Vumanchu Cipher B, see we have this bullish divergence. That is a high probability trade. All right, this trade that literally just happened. All right, this is a high probability trade. So we're going to enter right here on the confirmation of that bullish divergence with our stop loss below previous swing low. And you're risking 0.22%. All right, and you're going to be targeting, probably around this level. Stop loss to break even after the closure of this second candle. So now at this point, right, once price reaches here, now our stop loss is break even, and now we've locked in that trade. All right, so this is how you do it. And obviously, I probably would have taken profits right around here. Reason being is that we're also kind of at this, we are at this resistance level right here. So this probably would have been first take profit, but maybe, second take profit right around here. Okay, so that is what we're doing, and this is how you can scalp on a lower time frame. You still need the levels and zones in mind from a higher time frame. You can't just be playing off the zones on the 5-minute and trying to scalp that. If you're very good with price action, you have a lot of experience, you can, but if you're a beginner and want to get in and out quickly, you still need to use the zones from a higher time frame. So I don't think you can just scalp 24/7. It doesn't really work like that, but this would have been a nice winning trade. And you can make a lot of money even with these small percentage moves, right? So you can do the math in your head. Think to yourself, all right, if I want to risk, let's say, $200 on this trade, all right? You can do the math in your head and figure out what leverage you're going to use, knowing that 0.22% would be risking you $200. Right now, if you're risking $200, you'd be up over $600 in pure profit if you didn't take profit already. But like I said, we most likely would have already taken some profit right here. That's still like over a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But still, you'd probably be over $500 in profit right now. So that's how you do it. That's how you find that golden entry on a lower time frame, on a 5-minute time frame. But it just goes to show you how you can use EzAlgo in confluence with Vumanchu Cipher B, and how all of these components kind of work together to give you that good entry. And don't neglect the Vumanchu Cipher B divergences on a lower time frame. All right, the Vumanchu Cipher B divergences on a lower time frame at EzAlgo support and resistance levels is absolutely money. It's absolutely money. And you can go back and back test this. Like, I am not making this up, all right? I've literally had users come to me and been using this strategy that I've been showing in my videos and have like well above an 80% win rate, all right? And that's not even exaggerating. Like, this is really how you do it. As you can see, bullish divergence confirms on this candle, right? We didn't get that blue buy dot yet, but we did get a bullish divergence, and we're also at an EzAlgo support level, right? If I go back, we're at an EzAlgo support level. Price has rejected from this level multiple times, and this is on the 15-minute. You can actually enter this trade right here, stop loss below previous swing low, targeting the next resistance level. It goes all the way up to over 1% gain on the 5-minute time frame, and you can do this both ways, right? Price comes up to a resistance level, we get a red dot on Vumanchu Cipher B at that resistance level up here. Obviously not a divergence, but you can still take that trade, and price will come back down and dump. All right, so if you really want to scalp, you can do this as well. Blue buy dot doesn't confirm until this candle, but we did get a buy signal on this candle, so you could have taken that trade as well. Red sell dot, not really at a resistance level that I'd like to see yet, so probably wouldn't take that trade. Price still came down. We got a bullish divergence right here at this EzAlgo support level, right? Bullish divergence right here, stop loss below previous swing low, taking profit, at the next resistance level. And look at that, right? Let's see, 1, 2, You maybe would have got stopped out on this trade, depending on when you move your stop loss to break even. I probably would have, if we entered on this candle, I probably would have moved my stop loss to break even around here. So I wouldn't even consider this a stop out. I'd consider that another winning trade. And what do you know? Red dot at resistance, price goes down. So you can see, right? You can see how this strategy works. And it's not rocket science, guys. You're seeing this for yourself. Get EzAlgo and join the Discord if you haven't already. I'm going to be making some pretty big announcements soon for those of you that want crypto signals. That's going to be coming shortly. But yeah, this is really all it is. Okay, scalping on a lower time frame. These are the only indicators you need. Make sure to have your levels in place. Make sure to keep an eye out for those divergences at a level, right? You don't want to be taking every divergence. You want to make sure it's at a support level. Obviously using zones on a higher time frame for confluence. I hope this video was informative. I hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.